Welcome everybody to How Fast Will It Go, and today we're dealing with the 1992 Toyota Supra 2-litre GT twin turbo, only now it has a 3.4 litre turbocharged inline-6 engine that produces 1,590 horsepower and 1,318 pounds-feet of torque. Now has all-wheel drive, and the car now weighs 2,818 pounds, and it can do 0 to 16 2.759 seconds and 0 to 100 in 4.588 seconds. So yeah, this shares the same engine as the Supra RZ, which was obviously the successor to this, and yeah, it's pretty much got the same power. It's slightly down just because I want to keep the weight on this car down a little bit, because it does weigh a hell of a lot in the first place, so I want to keep it down as much as possible. But at the end of the day, it's only 11 horsepower less than that Supra RZ. But yeah, I'm expecting this to be slightly slower than that, purely because it is a far older car than that. Not just in terms of design, but technology as well. So yeah, it's probably going to be slower than that Toyota Supra, but in terms of 90s coupes in general, it should be fairly quick. So let's get out there and see what it can do. So yeah, the all-wheel drive is going to be working overtime to keep all of that power in check, because it is, at the end of the day, more than 1,300 horsepower more than it had originally. Oh dear, we're already all over the place. Didn't help that we clipped that coach there. Whoa. I have found this to be quite a formidable drift car, even in this setup, so if you were looking for a vehicle to set some drift records, then this will be the one to go for. Traffic is abysmal today, and we're just about approaching 230 when I realise we're about to back into a car. There's 240, 250, this is relentless, 260, even with all those mistakes, 272, 73, so that's 1 mile an hour slower than the Supra RZ, which is not bad considering, you know, this has 11 horsepower less and is an older vehicle. Never mind the fact that the handling is hardly the best on this vehicle with these upgrades. As you can tell, it's really struggling to keep the power in check. It's fine when you're going in a perfect straight line, but as soon as you start to use any steering whatsoever, it starts to slide all over the place. Yeah, 273 is still really rather good, so let's see if we can get any more on the other side. May well have noticed that I've put the wider body kit on this car as well, just to give it a little bit of extra stability. Yeah, in terms of acceleration, it's really well off a good, even when we're in 6th gear and we're doing 240 mile an hour plus already. It's easily one of the best accelerating cars we've had, even at speed, never mind just from a 0 to 60 perspective, which, to be honest, it's not the best that we've had in terms of that. Nearly 3 seconds is certainly one of the slower kind of cars, but where it matters, which is, you know, at the top end in terms of acceleration, it's really rather good. Plenty of cars that are quicker than this to 60 or to 100, and yeah, they've ended up having way lower top speeds, just because as soon as they get to a certain speed, 240 or 250, they end up slowing right down. Whereas this, as you can see, just keeps up a relentless pace, which is always good to see. It's just a shame that the handling really doesn't match. Oh dear, that's a big crash. I don't know why it resettles there, because we were still on our wheels as we were sliding sideways. But yeah, 273 mile an hour is our final top speed, because we are not going to get any higher than that with the rest of this motorway that is left. But that is still, again, really rather good, especially for an early 90s vehicle. Like I said, the Supra RZ is late 90s, which I know might not sound all that much, but yeah, the handling statistics and the braking statistics between this and the next, the Mark 4 Supra is really rather remarkable. But yeah, 273 mile an hour is still really rather good. That means it matches the Lamborghini Aventador, McLaren P1, Ferrari F599XX Evolution, Porsche 906 Carrera 6, Porsche 917LH, Porsche 911 Carrera S, as well as beating the Koenigsegg CC8S, Koenigsegg Agera, Ferrari F12tdf and the Ferrari F12 Superfast. Like I said, it's slightly behind the Toyota Supra RZ by 1 mile an hour, while being 2 mile an hour behind the McLaren F1 GT and 3 mile an hour behind the Rossion Q1, which is still, at the end of the day, really rather good to have a car from 1992 matching a car from 2012 or even 2019 is yeah, really rather incredible. It's just a shame that the handling isn't quite as good as those cars, because if it was, I imagine it might have been able to go a bit faster. But yeah, still incredible speed, and yeah, the acceleration when we're already well above 240 mile an hour is was relentless. It's felt more like a muscle car in its speed, the amount of speed that it was gaining at the rate it was. So yeah, really impressed by it overall. Nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.